collections, classics, customs, restorations. This is Crossroads Speed Shop. Hey, welcome back to day 2 of the Crossroads Speed Shop Christmas Car Show. And today is Miscellaneous Restoration Monday. And we're going to take some time today to look at some of the miscellaneous restorations that we have done over the year. Hope you got to check out Sweet 16 Sunday, the first episode of this car show. And keep watching for the remainder of the week as we go into Trucking Tuesday, where we're going to feature some of the custom trucks we did here at the shop. And then also on Wednesday will be our Custom Car Day, where we look at some of the past year's customs that we've done as well. And remember, each day you can cast a vote for your favorites of the day, and at the end we will do a recap of those that were the viewer's choice for each day. So today, let's look at some of these miscellaneous restorations from 2023. Well, first what we have here is one of our Sweet 16s, the Silhouette. This is a U.S. casting. When I got it, the axles were bent. There was no canopy. This is based on a real custom car that was built by Bill Cushenberry. I also had to chrome the engine as well as put new redline wheels. It is now painted with yellow Rectiflame paint from Second Chance Redlines. Next, we have the Beatnik Bandit, another one of our Sweet 16 cars. This also is based on a real car designed by Ed Roth, and it's on display in Nevada at the car museum there. This is a Hong Kong casting. When I did it, I painted it with Rectiflame Red from Second Chance Redlines, as well as the wheels were from that. I was able to paint and re-chrome the engine, cleaned up the base with flits, and put in a new canopy that I also got from Second Chance Redlines. And the last of my Sweet 16s is the Python. This was originally called the Cheetah, but the name had to be changed because there was another car out there that was called the Cheetah. This car, I replaced the engine. It's a Hong Kong car. It was based on another one of Bill Cushenberry's cars. Some of the Hong Kong castings didn't have a black roof. A lot of them just finally have a black roof, but the Hong Kong castings, there were some that didn't have it. And when I got this one, it didn't look like it had a black roof either. So I chose not to put a black roof on this one. Another one that's probably very familiar is the Red Baron. Red Baron is a popular Hot Wheels car. This Hot Wheels actually is a resto mod. The fact is that this one, when I got it, actually had red enamel paint that was painted with this, a later casting. The earlier castings had a more pointed prong on top of the helmet, but because of some concerns for safety, that was rounded off. Again, like I said, this one was red enamel, but I chose to paint it with Rectiflame Red from Second Chance Redlines. I think it's really sharp and really like this car. I hope you do too. Another fantasy car that I had is the Splitting Image. I found this in an antique mall. It was there. It was a little bit beat up. The chrome was all gone. I had to re-chrome the engine. The windshield was cracked, and so I had to get another engine window, from Second Chance Redlines and new Redline wheels, and that came up really nice. It's got the Rectiflame blue. This car debuted back in 1969. Again, it was one of the 4 original designs for Hot Wheels by Ira Gifford, and only see this in the U.S. Here's another one. This is a Dune Daddy. This one was kind of beat up when I got it. I got it from my son at Christmas. He sent it to me. It came with no windshield. The paint was really chipped. This is a 1975 casting. I chose to repaint it with Grabber Orange. And I also, the original interior was a champagne color, and I painted it with a black paint to match the orange Dune Daddies that were out there. Later on, I think it became known as the Sand Crab. It was another version, and that one had a roof on it. Then we get into some of the spoiler series cars I came across. This one is the Light My Firebird. This is a Hong Kong casting. It was painted with Retroflame orange. I had to chrome the engine. The spoiler series debuted back in 1970, and Light My Firebird was based on the Hot Wheels Firebird car that you saw yesterday in my collection. This car was named Light My Firebird based on the 1967 rock song Light My Fire by The Doors. Another one of my spoiler series cars is the King Cuda. This one, when I found it, was in a box of old Diecast cars, a big tote of them, and didn't have any wheels or anything like that, and so I was able to repaint it with Retroflame green and add the stripe on the back and chrome the engine, put new Retroflame wheels. This was one of the first of the spoiler series cars. Now we move on to one other spoiler series car. This is probably one of the toughest ones and one of the most demanding ones that I have to do. This is the heavy Chevy. This was kid painted. There was a hole, looked like it got burnt a hole through the windshield of it. I had to get a whole new windshield to replace it. Had to re-chrome the engine. The car was painted entirely gold. I don't know what that was about. Put new red line wheels, bigs in the back, mediums on the front. Detailed the front grille and the rear taillights. The stripes are actually decals from Second Chance Red Lines. They're not the regular white stick-on ones. But I really like this car. I think it really came out really well, especially when you consider what the car looked like. And talking about cars and how bad they were, this one was probably the worst car I had all the whole year to do as far as Red Lines and Hot Wheels. This is the 442 Olds police car. When I got this one, it had multiple types of kid paint. The windshield was cracked. The little dome light on the top was all scuffed up. I ended up having to take the base and I re-chromed the base. Put on new red line wheels. Both the A-pillars were cracked and one was missing altogether, and so I had to source I fabricated a new A-pillar using a piece of a cotter pin to repair it. And the other one was cracked, and I used a little bit of the old baking soda and super glue on that. Well, that's all I have today for Miscellaneous Restoration. I hope you like seeing these restorations, and look forward to the rest of the car show this week. And Merry Christmas, and God bless, and thanks for stopping by the shop.